Mhm. How are the Israelis seeing this?
I think Israel is okay. See, they don't have any major problem with Al Shara. This is what my understanding is.
Yeah,
Because if you look at Israel's military campaign in Syria before Assad fell, I mean, let's look at the post October 7 military campaign in Syria. The Israelis had carried out thousands of airstrikes in Syria post October
yeah.
7. So they were fighting in Gaza, they were fighting Hezbollah in Lebanon, and they were also carrying out airstrikes in Syria. And they never targeted Hayat Tahrir al Sham, HTS.
Mhm.
They always targeted the Syrian government. So the repeated Israeli bombings had basically degraded the Syrian military. And because of the Israeli fighting in Lebanon, Hezbollah had to pull back most of its troops from Syria. So,
Mhm.
I mean, it meant that the Syrian government lost its muscle on the ground because
Yeah,
Hezbollah
yeah.
had to be pulled back, and they were degraded because of the Israeli airstrikes. So, this hollowed out the Syrian government forces. So, they had an upper hand in the civil war. And it's very
Yeah.
interesting that if you look at the Israeli Lebanon war in 2024, November, so there was a 1 month long Israeli military campaign in Lebanon. And by November 27 or November 28, 2024, the Israelis would announce a ceasefire. By that time, they had assassinated Hassan Nasrallah, Fawd Shukur, all the top Hezbollah leaders at
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
So the Israelis thought that Hezbollah has been weakened. So they announced a ceasefire, and it was on November 27th, and it was on November 28th that Al Shara started his campaign from Idlib against the Syrian government. So
Mhm.
there was, I mean, I'm not saying that there was a coordination, but definitely I think Al Shara knew that the Syrian government had been weakened by
Mhm.
Israel's fight against Hezbollah, as well as Israel's attacks against the Syrian army. So within 12 days, he reached Damascus because the Russians were not in a position to support him. The Iranians